If you're thinking of hiring staff for your business, it is important to understand your legal obligations as an employer. Yes, this is going to be such an interesting video. This can vary depending on where you're based, of course, so it's really important that you do your research. In general, there are several things you need to consider. First, you want to comply with employment laws and regulations, obviously, which can cover areas like minimum wage, everyone should pay a living wage, working hours, holiday entitlements, and discrimination laws. So you will need employment contracts. It's essential to provide your employees with a written contract detailing their job responsibilities, their salary, their benefits, and other important terms and conditions. 2, you need to think about workplace safety. Ensure that you provide a safe, healthy, kind, friendly working environment for your team, adhering to relevant occupational health and safety regulations. Again, do your local research. You need to think about employee benefits. Depending on where you are, you may be legally required to provide certain benefits such as health insurance, paid leave, or even retirement contributions. You also want to think about going above and beyond these, in my opinion. The bare minimum is, well, the bare minimum. You want to ensure that you really show how much you value and empower your employees. It's not only the right thing to do, but a happy employee is infinitely more productive. Anti-discrimination laws. You need to be aware of and comply with anti-discrimination laws to prevent unfair treatment of your employees based on a whole bunch of things from race to gender, age, disability, or any other protected characteristic. Don't just assume because you don't think you have bias, and we all do, that you are hiring fairly. You might not be. So put policies and procedures in place to ensure you have created a safe workplace for everyone. You also need to ensure that you have the appropriate insurance and tax arrangements in place, and it's always a good idea to consult with a lawyer or HR specialist who can advise you on your specific obligations in whichever area you are based. They can also help you draft employment contracts and policies that comply with local laws and regulations. If you want to skip the legal advice, there are also a lot of templates available that you can download and use. These are pretty okay to begin with. That's certainly how I started, but it's almost never a waste of money ensuring your legal I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. There are some links in the text below for you to go and have a look at. There are a number of organisations that provide support and advice to businesses when it comes to employment law. For example, in the UK, you've got ACAS, which is the Advisory, Conciliation and Arbitration Service, which provides free and impartial advice to employers on a range of employment issues. In Aotearoa, New Zealand, the IRD is surprisingly helpful because they want you to get this stuff right. They don't want to chase you for your legal requirements. And finally, it's important to keep up to date with changes to employment law and regulations in your country. This can involve regularly checking government websites. You have to attend training sessions, seminars, and consult with a lawyer or HR specialist. Yes, this isn't my favourite part of having a team either. It's dry, it's dull, it's boring. But if it's just you, you need to do it. It's so important to ensure that you are not, even inadvertently, doing something wrong and putting your team in a really horrible, difficult position. Happy team, productive company.